Hey there, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Completionist, the series where I try to take one step towards the impossible task of 100%ing Final Fantasy XIV every episode. After collecting over 300 triple triad cards and earning them out, I wanted to start a new goal that would push me to do different content I never tried before. With over 150 mounts to get, I'm going to have to learn tons of new jobs and game modes, tackle challenging content and huge grinds, all with the goal of unlocking every single mount obtainable in-game. So let's get started. Alright, today we have an extra long episode to round out the year, featuring the most time-consuming grind this series has had ever. And we only have 8 mounts left to go until we hit triple digits, so we're going to be pushing to reach that milestone as quick as possible. Enjoy, and make sure to stick around at the end for a preview of what we'll be getting up to in 2023. If you are new to these videos, or if you don't remember from a couple weeks ago, we've been doing the Fate grind. One of the mounts in this game takes 500 gemstone vouchers, which in total takes 50,000 gemstones, which takes like 3,700 Fate, something along those lines. So we've been grinding that, and last episode we were just short of hitting halfway done with getting that mount. So we're going to be continuing with that with this episode. We're also pushing to get these shared fates and Shadowbringers done as well while we're completing this grind. I'd honestly say this is probably one of the biggest milestones of the account so far, or especially of this grind obviously, but of the account in general, because we are hitting over 150 bi-color gemstone vouchers, which is halfway to getting the Wyvern mount. This has been just kind of a passive chill grind. I've kind of sunk into it the similar way with fishing, where I'm sure if you go back to the video, I around this point just kind of hit a groove, and I think that's when the updates started coming faster because I just kind of settled into it and it became pretty relaxing to do. So been doing this. I'm still working towards getting these shared fates in Shadowbringer. Where are they? They're over here. I've not put too much progress on it. I've just been AFKing the heck out of Ultima Thule. So I have a lot of progress everywhere, at least. This is improved since last time. I'm pretty much halfway in all these areas, so it's really not too much effort I have left. I'm going to knock it out before I finish with the grind. I don't know if I'm going to really actively go for the wings, which are the other thing you can get with 500 gemstone vouchers. The wing, I forget, I think it's like Fallen Wings or something like that. I really am not going to go super completionist for that kind of stuff, but since I have to get 10,000 fates done for the achievement anyways, I might as well go for that, because after I hit 10,000 fates, you're never going to see me do a fate ever again. But yeah, so really cool, really excited about that. Just having a fun time with it, honestly. I know fates are boring and mindless, but like it's very chill, it's very calming. I can just watch these 9-hour like video essays people keep sending me, and just relax and do that while I'm settling in for the evening. If you're curious what my total fate count is, I opened it up just out of curiosity, and I realized I am only 11 fates away from 3,000 in this very poofy, not very flattering gown. But that's a cool milestone I didn't realize. It's good I checked that, I guess. How have I not actually killed this crab before? Wait, I got a minion. I have the minion, but I've not... Someone give me the minion, I guess, at some point? I don't know how I got the minion, even though I've not done the fate for it. Maybe, like, long ago. That's very interesting. Cool. Well, that's a fate achievement, I guess. Seed of Sacrifice has been the final extreme trial I need from Shadowbringers for a decent bit now. Last video got everything else but that, so this is the final one. And actually the nice thing about this is once I get this mount, I also get the cumulative mount for Shadowbringer, so it's actually 2 mounts in one. The only issue is that Seed of Sacrifice takes much more coordination in terms of people knowing where to go, whereas some of the other fights you can kind of just run and gun or follow other people around. So because of that, I think it's a good intro as I go into the Endwalker extreme trials after this to do one that is a little bit less mindless and more happy to think about it. Yeah, you can't hear the buttons, then what are you really doing? Neat. Hey! Hey, even rolled pretty alright. Oh, I thought I had more vulns than that. I thought I had like 3. I just like ran into like 3 mechanics, like a bunch of rakes left on the ground. Oh, nice. I got a 25. I got a 99 on the weapon. Yeah, priorities. Hey, I got a 3. I love this game. I got a 99 on the weapon. No. I rolled 99s on the weapons and then like it's happening again. I love this game. Hey! Sorry again about the blur on the screen. I just apparently do not know how to make videos and how not to blur stuff on my screen when I'm not showing my HUD. But anyways, this clip just showed, like, this is the fun part of doing kind of like this mount farming with people in the FC and people you know. It's fun to do it together, help everyone else out getting it, and just kind of doing it as a nice reoccurring thing. I had so much fun doing the Shadowbringer ones. It was so much easier to approach it with people I knew. And it's just cool, helping everyone out and doing that and learning the fights, even if it's obviously an abridged version where if you make a mistake for the most part for a lot of them, it's not as punishing as it used to be. But we were able to get everyone their Gwyber, which is always a very good feeling. As you saw, that was a very, very successful grind for Seat of Sacrifice. We actually ended up getting 8 different mount drops during it, be able to not only get the Gwyber for Seat of Sacrifice, but also the Mecha Gwyber, the Lander Wolf. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I keep calling it the Mecha Gwyber. What is it actually called? The Lander Wolf. Okay. I'm so sorry that I can't pronounce things. I'm extremely tired. It is super draining to just sit down and grind the same fight and call stuff for it because, I mean, I'd say in the end, Seat of Sacrifice really wasn't that bad. There's a lot more responsibility with it compared to other fights in terms of needing to go places and do mechanics correctly, but the thing in the end is there's a lot of mechanics you can just kind of disrespect, and as your DPS gets better, you just skip more and more stuff. So this does mean that I now have no more trial mounts to get for any of the expansions before Endwalker. So I believe there's 4 trials that Endwalker has to collect mounts for. I don't know too much about it except that Zodiark is super easy to do and that one person literally just leads you around if they know the mechanics, but I'd like to actually learn them myself if possible. But either way, there is another mount. We're starting to get closer to the big 100, actually. We got 2 mounts, obviously, for this. So we're going to start pushing for that pretty soon. It'll be cool to hit triple digits. I have no clue how long it's been since the last update. I'm sure it's going to appear on the screen right now. And it's been that long since I started this grind, and it's probably been a few days since probably more than a few days since I hit 250. We're going to hit our next milestone, which is 300 bicolored gemstone vouchers, 3/5 of the way there. See, it's nice to see like the 300 breaking through that. Sorry if I sound a little tired. It's been a bit of a day. I'm still going to do a lot of fates after this, honestly. Unlike fishing, like I hit halfway and I started kind of rolling. I'm definitely slowing down because there's a lot of different things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn a lot of different fights, trying to kind of get to a point where I can do tougher content, trying to do some of the Endwalker extremes and things like that, which should be coming along sooner rather than later in the series, but I don't know. I'm feeling confident. We're making steady progress, which is good. I think in a couple weeks I should be able to get this if I keep up with 10,000 gemstones a week, which is getting a little bit tough. It's a little challenging to be able to pump out every week, but feeling good about it. Looking forward to getting this mount. I'm not sure what the next sort of like long-term grind is going to be because I don't think 6.3 is going to be out for a hot second, so I'm not going to be able to start working on the diadem, so we're going to have to start kind of brainstorming a little bit, or diadem and firmament rather. So I'm not going to be able to have to brainstorm kind of what I want to do next. I don't know if I'm going to get into PvP a little bit more, start doing some more harder content, maybe try to push for some of the extremes, or maybe focus on hunt trains a little bit more. That's kind of a passive thing though. We'll see. Anyways, that's still a bit out, still at least 2 or 3 weeks out until we have the wyvern mount. All right, got up nice and early because I do not have a lot of time today. I'm super busy, but I wanted to hit this milestone. My goal is to get 400 total this week for the bicolor gemstone vouchers, and then next week crush it out. So I think I'm within 2 weeks at this point, or less than 2 weeks, probably like 10 days if I'm being very efficient with it. We'll see. If I do 1,500 a day for the gemstones, I will get it in 10 days. I've not been that efficient with it. I've been doing a lot of other side things, whether it was the Gwyber farm you saw. I've been doing maps lately because I still need the 3 feathers from the most recently released map to get a mount. I have 0 of the feathers. None of my maps have ever gotten to the end, and we always need if it's our own map. So I've gotten unfortunate with it. Not getting great portal luck, but that's all right. Either way, this is just an update for 350. We are quick math. 7/10 of the way there. It literally took me that long. I don't know if I'm gonna leave in the long gap, but whatever. I don't know how many fates it's gonna be. It's gonna be too many. Too many fates. I am back at Ion Sanctuary, and I've actually been doing Ion Sanctuary even after I stopped giving updates about it for a couple reasons. There was some glams and other stuff I was after. But for future completionist stuff, this is a pretty time-gated sort of area. For example, you need to get 500,000 Seafarer's calories total, which is just time. If you're doing everything correctly, it just takes time. Same with the 2,000 rare material foraging. You can only get rare materials from a time-gated thing that you can do every day. Gathering produce from your island, same thing. Gathering leavings, same thing. Gathering resources I could already get, but like, nah, don't feel like doing that right now. 30,000 is ridiculous. It's so much more than you actually need. Well, I'll keep going until I get the achievements, and if there's still not an update to Ion Sanctuary after those achievements are done, I'm probably just not going to continue to keep up with it. There's nothing really for me to buy. I don't really want to spend all this on materia, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it be after that point. Updates have kind of been few and far between just because I've been doing a lot of fate grinding and really trying to push that over the finish line sometime soon, probably within a week or so. But I do have a couple updates. I did get rank 3 in Raktika Greatwood, so I only have, once this loads, which will take about 3 to 5 business days, I only have 3 more locations to push over the finish line with that. I don't know why push over the finish line is my thing to say today, but it's early. Don't get on me. Anyways, we have all the ones I have left are with like half of the way done, if not more. So really not too worried about getting that done before I finish Fates. I know I said before, but I'll say it again. I'm really not super motivated to go do the Shadowbringer Fates just because, like, I don't know. I want to do the faster ones to get all the gems, even though this is something I need to do anyways. All right, drum roll time. Let's see. How much do we get? All right, 106K. Oh, I got 3rd place. I thought I got 2nd place, but I guess somebody actually played against real people. Oh, I got 122K because of the 15%. Okay, I need to make sure to actually do this more often, not turn it, like, I think the tournament ends usually on Friday, and we have the MGP boosting on Saturday. So I really need to wait the extra day and get that extra value out of it. I don't know where that puts us MGP wise. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we're actually really, really close. I've not done fashion report this week yet. Actually, I've not actually turned that in, so we're gonna get defender amount in just a little bit. All right, one terrible outfit purchase later, and we have received 69,000 MGP. It is actually 69,000 with the 15% buff, which makes it even more worthwhile to do, I guess. And with that, we check here. We have eclipsed 1 million once again, which is enough for the Fenrir amount, which is the second most expensive mount. I don't know why I'm walking all this way. I'm going the wrong way. All right, now we got to see if I can find it. I think it's prize exchange 1. I think I figured that out last time, right? Right? Oh, where is it? 2. Gotta be 2. No? 4? It's 4. I knew it. It's not 4! Did I really skip the only correct one? I'm gonna have a moment. All right. So this is still one of the most expensive items you can get. Still pretty high up there. I think there's a couple things that are also a million. There's a MG, or there's a triple triad card that's also a million. I don't know if there's other things that are also a million, but either way. So one of the most expensive items you can get. Don't buy that. I can't buy that even. So we're gonna go teleport somewhere. We're gonna go check it out and see how this mount looks. It really adds something being in this like terrible fashion report outfit with my relic weapon axe on. I mean, this is nice because like this is very obviously very reminiscent of the direwolf, which I have like big sentimental value as like one of the first mounts I got in this game. This is like kind of like like direwolf's like older brother or something. I don't know. I can't speak. I'm just blown away. Truly. How does it look when it flies? Oh, it actually has a flying effect. I'm actually surprised. I thought this came out before flying, so I guess they went back and added this. I don't know. Like post editing me, I'm gonna say this now, which is gonna upset future me. I can go and figure out if this mount came out before flying was in the game. That's still really cool. That adds a lot to it. The mount's decent. The Sabatender, geez, I still cannot speak today. Definitely I like a lot more, but this is still cool. I remember like wanting this thing for a while, along with the Sabatender. And after this, we're gonna be getting mounts from the gold saucer a lot more quickly, which is gonna bump up our number pretty well. It's gonna be weird once we're done with gold saucer mounts. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing Verminion, I guess, maybe. I guess I keep going until I'm... there's a lot of stuff I can buy, I guess, from there. Anyway, in terms of the mount, it looks really cool. The flying adds a lot. I like the little freezy effects on the legs, but I'll probably put this in my rotation of stuff. But yeah, from this point on, all the mounts are a lot cheaper. There's the next 2 or 3 that are 750,000, and then I believe a couple that are 1 or 2 that are less than that. So at that point, we'll be finished up with the all the MGP mounts. I didn't realize, but the exact same day I got the Fenrir mount, we are also getting Bloodsworn for the Omicron, which will mean it's probably the last day because I have no XP to really get from them. I don't think there's anything I need to get more currency for. You should get an achievement for that. Interesting. You finished the quest, but there's a couple things I'm interested in from this. There is the orchestration roll for Cradle of Hope. Full yoink. I don't think there's anything else I really need to get other than this Framer's kit. And I'm going to try this out. Orchestration roll, obviously we can just claim. The Framer kit is for your portrait. I think this is the first time I'm pretty sure that they've done this for a beast tribe where it is given one of these, and I'm really curious how this is going to look. So I'm going to put it on in just a second. All right. If you're curious how the framing kit that you get looks for your portrait, I think only these 2. I don't think you actually get a frame. Yeah, if I just press this, then you get the grid patterns both for the background and as the accent for it. Yeah, and I guess they also did announce the final beast tribe, the crafting one, which will be on the moon, so that'll be nice. But until then, I get to have a little break from doing this daily, which is kind of nice. All right, I actually capped on gemstones, which is super cursed to do because it means I wasted 7 entire gemstones. I know you're all going to be disappointed in me, and feel free to be disappointed in the comments, but I was just vibing. I've never blanked out so much doing fates where I've actually capped on it. So for the first time, I'm gonna get like 10 vouchers in one go, and it's nice that it's for this one because it is 400 gemstone vouchers. We are literally on to the last 100 of them. If I do like 15 of these a day, I'll get this done in less than a week. Getting 1,500 gemstones in a day though is like, it's so draining. It's so exhausting. I'm just going with this. I'm just moving along. It's just part of my routine now with this. Either way, 100 left. Just 10,000 gemstones left for this, and we will be done. Really looking forward to it. This is going to be a really big mount to have, so let's get this done. Bro, I actually want a PvP match for once. Neat. Cool. I don't know who deserves it. Beefy Bambo? Yep. Definitely deserves it. Did I do good? No. No. I mean, no. I mean, actually, I'm at the higher end of things, so like maybe I did better than I thought. Just saying, I want a match for once, and I got a player commendation. Truly, I must have been the foundation that kept our team together. Why am I doing PvP? Well, I've not really mentioned it yet, but there's a lot of things I've not really mentioned with this series, but there is this PvP series level here, and as you progress up it, you get these different rewards, you get these minions, you get these different framing kits for your portraits, and at 25 you get a mount. Now, by my rules, this isn't important because it's a limited time mount. Once the series goes away, a lot of the sites that track it won't count it anymore. It doesn't matter because it's limited time. But I'm playing right now. I need to do PvP anyways. I think it would be cool, not even like to count it in the mount count of stuff we're doing, but just to have it and to go towards it because there's completionist stuff on here for like emotes and mounts and like limited time stuff. I might as well go for it and get it before it's gone, even if it's not necessarily part of the rules or part of the sort of high scored leaderboard sort of thing I'm competing against. So in that case, I am going to be going for this. I have until 6.3, which is probably at the start of the year. So if I keep doing these daily frontline roulettes every single day, if I do it once every day, I should get to 25. If I just keep up with that, because doing the roulette, you get a bonus series experience for it. I don't know that I'm gonna record much PvP. I'm gonna be completely honest. I suck at PvP. I'm terrible at PvP. I do not. I've just started playing PvP, and at this point, to capture how I feel about it, I'll say I don't like it. I don't find it interesting. I find it stressful, honestly. But it helps when you do it with other people for front lines, and I'll probably throw in some crystalline conflict, which is kind of a smaller scale thing. For reference, frontline is 72 people all just beating the heck out of each other. Crystalline conflict is 5v5, so it's a lot. You can tell more what's going on. The other thing so there's a bunch of PvP achievements, like a ton of achievements. But there's also one for getting 20,000. There's an amount for getting 20,000 wolf marks. So we'll be getting that pretty soon. I'm not pushing to get this as soon as possible, but I'll get this in the next few days. I'll try to throw in some clips there. I honestly, like I said, I'm a mess with PvP, so it's not going to be pretty to watch. Just doing some dailies, and I was turning in some leaves, which are just these little quests you can do. They're not even quests, they're just turn-ins that you can do, and you get a certain allowance of them every day. And I've gotten 1,000 tradecraft turn-ins, which is just crafter turn-ins. And I was like, oh wow, that's got no number next to it. It's not like, usually they're tiered. They'll be like, it's like this one, like cutting your wolf loose, twin adder 3, and then 4, stuff like that. This one didn't have a number. I'm like, ooh, maybe that's like the last one. And then I went and scrolled and looked, and it's like, no, there's a 5,000 one. So I am a fifth of the way there. So that's something at least, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I should be happy about that. I really regret if you weren't playing or you don't play at all, when Shadowbringers was current content, there used to be a tradecraft turn-in with the coffee biscuits. I used to just spit out cash. Like, it was ridiculous gil for like not having to interact with the market board or anything like that. It was really, really good, and I regret not doing that, but I also like quit playing the game Shadowbringers. I pretty much like, I think other than Stormblood, I've picked up the game and quit playing the game in like every expansion so far. Not this one yet though. Well, actually, never mind. I did quit playing this one too. Never mind. Anyways, so long story short, I regret not doing that. I'm trying to stick with this. It's nowhere near as good money anymore, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. But we got to keep going with this, and we got another 4,000 more to turn in, which I don't remember how much you get every day. I think you get like 8 every day, and if that's true, then doesn't that just take 500? I'm not going to try to do math, whatever. Post me, figure out how many more I have to do. Put it on screen, hold it there. All right, cool, next clip. Yeah. I know what you guys all want. Here we go. 420 vouchers, are you happy now? This is like the last meme number we have. I mean, there may be one more. I don't know if I'll record that one. We'll see in the future. I guess I probably won't, because I'm just trying to put my head down and do this. I tweeted out that I'm going to stream getting this mount in 7 days, I think. 6 days. 6 days about. So I got a lot of grinding to do before then to get to a point where I can do it. I don't know if I can do that. This is going to be kind of a busy week for me outside of the game, so we'll see. I'm going to push myself to try to reach that. We have 80 left to go. Keeping with it, really excited to get this, and feeling actually motivated to do the grind for once, surprisingly. I'm not down in the dumps. I'm ready to go. Really looking forward to having this mount and figuring out what to do after that. I'm still not exactly set on what I want to do. We'll see soon. This is totally not important to like anything at all in the series, but for squadrons, you need to hit these certain attributes to have a 100% chance. And if I choose this person, I am 1 off in this tactical ability stat. If I hit this person, I'm 1 off in mental ability. I'm losing my mind. All right, I believe with this, I am done with the Doman Enclave. If you don't remember I don't remember the last time I recorded a clip about this. I think I was talking about the Allegan pieces for it. Yeah, this should be it actually. Yep, there we go. Philanthropist. It went by faster than I thought it would. We are completely done with this area. We've got all the achievements for it. We've done everything for it. Another sort of time-locked thing done. Another thing off my weekly list of stuff to do. Along with that and the tribal quests. Not to do anymore. One less thing to do every week is always nice. One thing I meant to mention now, because I did show a clip of myself doing leaves before. I do want to mention that I have changed what I'm doing for leaves because I realized, or at least I forgot, and then checked this, that there are quests for doing, or there's achievements for doing unique leaves, for doing combat, 150 unique ones, because there's ones for each bracket level, different areas, different stuff like that. So I completely spaced on this being a thing. Did not consider it at all. So my plan is, instead of doing the same leave over and over again, I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to start with Culinarian, and I'm going to try to get the 120 achievement. Sorry for the really long update. This was meant to be a short one, but this is something I wanted to mention because I don't want people to leave a comment telling me I'm doing this wrong, because I realized that I should be doing this a slightly different way to get some other achievements. Cool, that's it. That's fine. Sorry about the long update. I'll be honest, I did not have a great day yesterday, like at all. I had a super long work day and I just felt super ill, so I know exactly like the second that I said I was going to get this mount, by the end of the week that that this would happen. So it's Thursday. I have today, tomorrow, and the next day to get ready for that stream. So I have about 3 days to get 40 gemstone vouchers, which is it's not too awful. It's just I'm super busy this week. Also, I decided, since every single clip I have here of me talking to this guy is from the front, and like it's probably like super boring, let's do it from the side here. I didn't know you could talk with him from here. But we're gonna hit over 450 bicolor gemstone vouchers. Also, something I'm curious about, can you actually use these vouchers to get your gemstones back? I never checked this. You can't use them? Wait, are you able to even trade these things in for gemstones again? Like, once you trade these in for vouchers, are you just committing that you're gonna try to get them out of the wings? Like, is that how it's going? Because that seems really funky. I think I've figured out what I want to focus on next, and unfortunately, it's not something I'm gonna enjoy, at least at first. But I think I'm gonna learn to have fun with it the more I do it, which is always the terrible thing with a grind. It's like, you'll learn to enjoy this grind that you hate. It's like, that's a terrible way to go into it. Anyways, I'm gonna just chill. I'm still feeling pretty out of it. So next update, I don't even know what the next update is gonna be. I gotta do some PvP today. I'm trying to do it daily to keep on it, but we'll see what happens. I went to go do some fishing, and like fate brain took over, and I just started flying towards this fate right here, even though I'm like a fisher right now. It's the brain rot's gotten real. Keeping up with supply missions, just hit the achievement for 50. Unfortunately, that is a tenth of what I need to hit total to be done with the twin adders. I think that's going to be this, and PvP are the things that are going to stop me from swapping to a different grand company for the longest time. Probably this, actually. Doing these turn-ins. It's literally just picking these things. I'm still trying to save up money, so like I'm only buying the ones that I can like get for steals off the market board. And I need to probably be a little bit less picky. This one's like 20k, so I should probably do that one as well. But either way, it's still gonna take forever. All right, we're here with our first PvP mount. I've not gotten a single one. It's like one of the only sections in the entirety of like LOL achievements shows like the different sources you can get mounts from, and I think this is literally the only tab that I do not have a single mount in. The only thing about this one is you have to literally cap on wolf marks, which always feels terrible when you hit it and it goes, oh, you could not receive more. So either way, we have the Magitech Sky Armor identification key right here. Gonna yoink this, send ourselves right back to 0. If you're curious how many games it took to do, I've done 12 frontline matches, won about half of them, a little bit under half of them, and I've done 5 casual matches. I'm really not doing great with keeping up with this. It feels like I'm doing a lot of PvP recently, and then I look at the numbers and it's like, Frontline matches just take forever though. All the matches I've been getting lately have been taking the full like 20 minutes. So that's definitely not helping it out. So either way, I am going to, you can't mount up here. So I'm gonna go find somewhere to mount up real quick and see how this thing looks. You know what? Actually, it looks a little bit better than I was expecting. I mean, the mech type mounts, other than like the Robo Guiper thing that we got pretty recently, I'm not a gigantic fan of them. But I spun this dude around. I'm like, dang, you got a butt. Anyways, but it's early. It's early. Don't judge me. Anyways, so this is the first of many. No, I keep looking at it. First of many PvP mounts to get. Actually, let's check our progress for some of the achievements that give mounts. I have most of the achievements just watch listed, which means you just mark them as something you want to track in your achievements. In terms of Crystalline Conflict wins, I have 5. I probably win like half of the ones I do, maybe a little bit more. In terms of frontline wins, we only have the 5 wins. Out of the 100 we need. I think those should be the main stats. Yeah, I've not done any rival wins, or wings yet, rather. Anyways, one more mount. We're getting very, very close to 100. We are 4 away. Oh, and before this queue hits me, we are at level 9 for the battle pass type thing. We need to get to 25 still. We are about to hit this Framer's kit in just a second, and we'll have a couple mounts to look forward to, which I think are gonna look pretty cool. The Cruise Chaser, so having like a blue and red version, that's gonna be pretty sick. But either way, yeah, still got a long way to go. The one thing I really hope that eventually gets dealt with in terms of like issues with the game, I really hope they sit down and actually like do something about bots that are like super duper obvious. Like the entire time I've been doing Fates, like the weeks and weeks and weeks I've been doing Fates, the same exact FC of bots has been just running around. Very obvious, very clearly bots, 24/7, always doing things, always going, turning it in for bi-colored gemstone vouchers and selling them, and nothing's happened. But I will say, advice-wise, if you are dealing with bots, there are certain things you can do to delay them, and do not do them, because if you do them and the bot owner is paying attention, they can report you for harassment, and the team that deals with harassment in the game is much larger than the team that like the GM team is much larger than the cheating enforcement team for the game. So it is much more likely that you will get in trouble for like teleport stalling them or dragging AoEs on them or anything like that. It is much more likely that you will get banned, not banned, but like some sort of penalty for doing that compared to the bots. But yeah, I'm gonna be happy to not see the bots again. There's one other thing I have to grind that is bots, and that's unfortunately Eureka, which is like swelling with bots. Like there's so many bots doing Eureka, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm starting to work on the relic weapon, the anima relic weapon rather, for my machinist. And if you're not familiar, relic weapons are these long, tedious process to create these weapons that are really good for that expansion they're released in. But unless there's some sort of synced content you're trying to do for that area, it kind of falls off in relevance. But in the future, since there are achievements attached to them, and it's definitely a completionist sort of thing, it's something that I'll have to eventually do. So I'm kind of getting a taste of it. I've heard, especially the earlier ones, are really, really tedious. So 14 different jobs have anima weapons, and as you get to more and more recent relics, more jobs are released, so they have their own relic weapons for it. So it gets tougher in terms of volume. I think doing a ton of them is going to be the annoying thing, honestly. So we'll see. I mean, that looks kind of cool. This is like the second step of it. Actually, I kind of like it. You know what? I like the little effect around it. That's actually pretty cool. It's already grown on me in the first 5 seconds. Anyways, I'm going to keep working on this. The reason I'm not doing Fates right now is that I'm already really close to where I want to be for the stream I'm doing on Sunday, and I don't want to like preemptively get too close to it and have the stream be really short. So I was worried about hitting this, and then I just kind of plowed past it. I just like really put my head down with it and just did a bunch of it. So I think that helped. I'm also gonna do another little unboxing thing during the stream, which should be a lot of fun. We might get it's possible we might get 3 new mounts, 3 or 4 new mounts during the stream, so we will see. So while I'm just kind of waiting to do the finale of the Fate grind on stream, an impromptu thing came together to complete one of the Eden raids and get some mounts from that. Previously, I had done E8S to get the Ramu mount with some folks, and now we are just all coming together to do E4S to get the Sky Slipper mount from that, which is just a big old bumper car. Eden raids are getting to the point where even unsynced, you still have to do the mechanics, you still have to do a lot of the landslide type stuff, but you do skip a lot of the later mechanics, so it isn't quite as challenging. But other than that, the only other raid mount we have until we get to Pandemonium and the current raids here is the E12S Eden mount.
I want to be Tank Buster with you. Oh. That's sad. Is that a... Oh, I thought it was a 69. It was unfortunately a 39. This game sucks. I got a 39 twice in a row. Weird. Nice, nice. This is once again one of those instances where I severely underestimate how large or small amount is. This time I thought it was a lot smaller. That was like a little bumper car thing, but I guess it makes sense because this is one of the only multi-seater mounts you can get. This is what we got from doing E4S, which is what you saw clips of just a second ago. This is actually a 4-seater mount, which I don't know if there's any other 4-seater mounts you can get just by playing the game. There's plenty you can get from the Mog Station. But yeah, so you can carry 3 other people in this, which is really convenient when people are trying to get flight in an area. You can kind of ride them around, or if you're doing maps or something, or if you just want to ride around with other people. But it's really cool. I mean, like I said, it's much larger than I thought it was, but I really enjoyed doing some of the old... It's weird calling the Eden fights old because I remember when they were current content. But it's really cool kind of learning the mechanics for it. I feel like I was understanding it pretty well. I was picking it up pretty quickly. I'm trying to get into just Savage stuff in general, so really just getting exposed to a lot of mechanics, understanding how to solve them, just thinking about it and reacting to it, even if it's unsynced and you're able to get hit by things and not automatically wipe. I think it's nice just understanding the mechanics from that perspective, I guess. There's still the E12S, the final Eden fight. I still need the mount for that, and then after that, the only raid mounts I need are the current tier, and hopefully, fingers crossed, sooner rather than later, I will get the P4S mount, which is the last tier, but last tier of the current expansion, so still have to know the mechanics, can't unsync it. It'll be kind of the first dipping my toes into Savage, so we're gonna see how that's gonna go. Well, in 4 days of PvP, I've gone up 8 levels, which I'm sure for people that do PvP a lot, that's basically nothing for the series level. But for me, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to sit down and do a ton of PvP. I feel like I'm good at it, but it's just a lot, and it's a bit exhausting, especially when you hit a streak of just losing repeatedly, or you just kind of get comboed and killed. It just feels bad, even though like there's obviously stuff I could be doing to play better. But either way, the reason I bring this up is there's actually 2 of these minions that you get. You get the Clockwork Cerulean Chaser and the Crimson Chaser. So we got a couple little collectible things for this. It is about 5 hours before I'm going to be streaming for getting the Wyver mount. So I was just trying to push this a little bit, see if I could get some progress. My goal is, I don't know if it's by the end of this month, but like early December to finish up the series stuff for PvP. I have another 9 series levels to get. The unfortunate thing is, as you hit certain brackets for the levels, I think it's like every 5 levels, the amount of XP you need increases. So even though we're technically getting close to 2/3 of the way there, we're probably closer to halfway right now, if I had to guess. I've not dipped my toe into ranked match performance stuff yet. I probably should at some point. I mean, I don't think bronze can be any worse than just playing casual. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I'm great at this game mode. I just think I'm like average. Alright, I recorded a whole entire thing talking about the Ixion mount, and I apparently did not start recording. Anyways, the main thing is the fight you just saw, that's Ixion. It is the only other Fate mount I don't have, just like the other Fate mounts like Chi, with the level checker, and like Formidable with the frog robot thing, whatever it's called. With there's like those 2 mounts, you have to clear the fight twice. And Ixion spawn, it seems like people call Ixion a lot less frequently than they call Chi or Formidable. So it's not really surprised I've not gotten it yet. But next time I kill Ixion, we will get that mount, and that will be the final Fate mount, which means until probably 7.0, or whenever they add another mount for that, I'll have nothing else to get Fate-wise. Which is going to be pretty chill. And the whole entire section cleared out is always a good feeling. I have like 2.5 hours of like fates to do at this point, so... Oh, the fate over here just ended. Alright, cool. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yeah, I don't know how many hours this has taken / took. It's still weird talking about it in the past tense. It's technically not done yet, but it's been just over a month of farming this. I think it's been doing it like optimally. It would have been like, I want to say like 120, like 100 to 120 hours, like if you're doing it really well. So I'm thinking it's probably closer to like 140 total. As always with finishing a grind that is 100 hours or so long, it's like, I'm happy to be done with it. But I definitely have to fight the urge to just go and do fates now. We almost did it. I don't know why I was expecting some pop-up or something. Here they go. Alright, let's go get the last gemstone vouchers. I don't even know what to say. After way too many fates, after struggling and getting all this stuff put together. Starting this, like, I don't even know how many days ago it was, like... Thank you, Jesse. There we go, 500 vouchers. And you know what the best part is? The place you turn in isn't even here. We have to go completely different to actually get them out. Luxury trader, is it you? Hey, it is you. All right, the most important thing is not to press the wrong one. So yes, there is a... You can't even put it on? You can't even try it on? Oh, I guess it is a fashion thing. Okay. Just gonna grab it before I accidentally press the wrong thing. Alright. There's the Wyver horn. Oh, I was walking to the door and I just see a sheep just catapult itself in. Alright. Hey. Like how like like nothing happens, it just like little sound. Oh good. I'm walking out of here. Look how he just like runs. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anyone use this mount. I like how there's just like certain mounts like this where like when they fly they just look like they're like being dangled from a string and they just like... This is like an oddly elegant flying animation. I don't know why. What a weird dude. Alright, so I did say we're gonna do some gambling as well. So now we've done this. I've been gathering up these little loot boxes. You have these grand companies that you can be a part of, and when you get the highest rank in them, you can buy these material boxes. They're just my material boxes. So you get these material boxes, and these boxes have mounts and minions inside of them. And normally for some of them, you have to do kind of like just annoying stuff to get them. Like some of them, the mounts for some of these boxes come from Eureka, which I absolutely hate content-wise. So anything to not have to do Eureka. But I've gathered a lot of them. Normally you have like maybe like 5 or 6 at once. I have like 64 of them. I was gonna stack up more of them, but I wanted to do this while we were streaming and doing the Wyvern mount, so might as well. We can see what we can get. I can't get duplicate mounts. I think the mounts are like, there's like a 1% chance or something. I don't know. Like I said, there's not like really strict numbers on a lot of things. So let's start cracking into these. Oh, the animation's so long. All right. If it's got a check mark on it, that means we already have it. Surprised I already have all these. We get one mount, I'll be happy, because I have none of the mounts for this. There's definitely some that are more common than others, I'm noticing, that are just like popping up every time. 2 otters in a row? Can we get 3 in a row made? Ooh, I don't have this one. Oh, this is the Seiryu Extreme rare drop. Which I've done, but I guess I didn't get the drop from it. Well, cool. We got one thing so far. Alright, so we've opened 30 some of them. No mount, which is kind of what I expected, I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty rare. I literally think it's 1% for each of them, if not 1% for any, so. And another Scarlet Peacock. All right. Got 10 of these Heavensward ones. This has a few annoying ones that we could get out of it. Dragon pole. What is this? I don't have it. Oh, it's something you can fish. Makes sense why I don't have it then. All right, well, that's the second one. Oh, I don't have a magic broom either, apparently. I don't think these are like hard to get. I've just like not really started focusing on getting these yet. Oh yeah, it's just a craftable one. Okay, well. Apparently these are the ones I should have gotten more of. Wind up Ramu. Like I'm pretty sure that's just from fighting Ramu, and I just have not grinded for it. Well, this will save us some grinds. Apparently I just don't have any of the primals, because I have Ifrit there too. Oh, it's crafted. That makes more sense. These are probably a lot of these are crafted. Yeah, this one's crafted too. Okay, this makes more sense now why I don't have a lot of these. They're all crafted minions. Well, that's cool. Number go up. Oh, I didn't have the Nutkin yet. There we go. I got a Mandragora to go with yours now. How do you even... I don't know how do you pronounce this. Kikirn. I don't know how to pronounce anything. I got another Tomato King. The only duplicate we've gotten so far. And the last one, the mount. It's not a mount. All right, well, I didn't get a mount from that, which is like expected, and that's kind of fine because I don't mind grinding them the correct quotation marks way. But I got a lot of minions from the 3.0 boxes though, which is pretty fun. But yeah, I mean, obviously the Wyvern mount is the big thing. So I completely forgot to mention it while I was streaming, but this isn't like the 100th mount that I've gotten if you count if you don't count the limited time ones, but if you count just all the ones I have, it is actually 100. So we'll take it. It's close enough.
As you can probably guess, with the fact that this video is released on New Year's Eve, this is the last video of the year. It, in my mind at least, kind of like the unofficial breaking point sort of in the series, like kind of a different season of it. I don't know how you describe it really, but either way, the Wyvern is a good place to end that off with and a good place to end the year off with. I looked back at it, and in the last 2 months we've gone from just under 60 mounts to barely below 100 mounts, so we've made a lot of progress in that time, and I've just been so much more motivated to play the game and just enjoying it, doing the mount farming and doing just the completionist series and learning a lot about the game that I didn't know before. And I'm really looking forward to doing more with it, and it's definitely not stopping here. I don't know how long I'll be doing this for. Obviously I have very ambitious goals with it, but I'm just enjoying it right now. I didn't want to end off the video though without doing a bit of a sneak peek at some of the stuff we'll be working on in the new year. So enjoy, and I will see you in 2023.